Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Ranwin Parked. This is episode number 42 with myself, Dodger, Kurt J. Mack, and ZK is back as well. Welcome back, ZK. We needed you.
Hi.
Thrilled to be back.
Don't make it sound like it's a bad thing. We
I'm
totally
just tired, okay?
We didn't totally write you off as never coming back or anything.
Yeah, but then my agent called me and said some things about a contract, so... Hi!
Hey!
No way.
Yeah, you're gonna miss out on your Christmas bonus if you're not here for a minimum of 15 episodes per year.
Mm-hmm.
Your Christmas bonus, by the way, is this Amazon gift card that I got sent today that is like one of those things that I think is illegal. It's like, leave us a 5-star review and we'll give you a $5 gift card. So yeah, it's the full crew. Do we have any news? Anything interesting going on? Anybody? Bueller?
I put new wheels on the 280.
I'm shocked, Kurt. I'm so surprised, and I can't believe this information that you told us 3 minutes ago before we started recording.
Yes, yes, indeed. Go ahead.
Okay. You know I'm upset.
Why?
Literally, I have one thing that is like, you can do anything to your car you want. Just
I do
don't
have two things.
Just don't put black wheels, especially on a white car. And you immediately went and did it.
They're not black. They are gunmetal gray.
Oh,
they have
okay.
a flake to them, and the actual rim part is chrome. There's some nice contrast there.
They're very nice, Kurt. I haven't actually seen pictures of them because you don't like us, but
He put them on Instagram. I saw them.
he did not. Did he do it this morning?
He did too.
Listen.
Yeah, I haven't shared any pictures of it on the car yet.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean,
Did you find out, or I guess you have to have, but the whole tire decision conundrum thing?
The tire decision conundrum. I heard from the grapevine about this tire manufacturer called Achilles.
yeah, they make good heels.
They do. Very vulnerable heels, though. And they were very cheap compared to everything I was looking at. Not very cheap, but like cheaper. So I'm like, you know what? If you find out something bad happens, at least I'll have warning ahead of time.
I have used those tires for many years on my generic automobiles. Like, they make a very good generic performance tire, but not like stickies, not like great tires, but they make just a
You're
good
talking like
plain
500 treadwell?
Yeah. Like the ones I put on the Audi are a 400 tread wear. They feel great. They're quiet. They do fine in the rain. They're just tires. Like, that should be their slogan. They're just tires.
There's tires, yeah, they're there. So yeah, I got those separately, and then brought them into a place to have them mounted and balanced. It's very expensive. Everything's expensive in Seattle, but I'm like, oh well,
Yeah. You paid
that's the thing.
twice as much to have tires just mounted and balanced as I paid to have old ones taken off and new ones put on.
True. I mean, I'm sure on the receipt it is like remove and install, so it's like they just have a one price fits all thing.
Right.
And then of course I picked them up. What are you putting these on? Ooh, what are you putting these on?
Yeah, they want to like make sure that you're getting the right size.
Oh no, this was like actually the guys who did the work were like wondering
they were actually
what I was
interested.
putting them on.
Oh, that's better than the alternative of like, no, this doesn't seem like the right size tire for this wheel.
I've wanted to strangle many a discount tire man because of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I had quite a debacle with my first MR2 because I bought aftermarket wheels directly from Discount Tire because they happened to carry the brand that I wanted. And like, I wanted a size tire on it that their computer system said wouldn't work. Like, they just, and none of the employees would budge from that. They were like, nope, says it doesn't work, we won't do it. So I got the size that they insisted that it needed, and as soon as I went to bolt the wheels on, they of course did not fit because the fronts hit the struts. So I loaded up the wheels and tires on the car and brought it to one of their stores, and I said, please show me how these front wheels go on this car. And yeah, they didn't fit by like inches, and it took like escalating into serious management to get them to just put a different size tire on it. Oh, it made me mad.
Yeah. I don't have much consumer advice for this show, but one of them is avoid discount tire. I hate them, and I've had many problems with their quote unquote service.
Yeah. Not sponsored. we have lost that sponsorship opportunity.
Yeah. What is the opposite of sponsored?
Right. Now Kurt's like, well, I got my work done.
Yeah. No, I did not. I told this story already, but yeah, I was calling around for different quotes, and the first place I called actually had I wouldn't call it a good price, but like $40 less than everywhere else. But their phone systems is apparently where they save their money and pass it on to the consumer, because there was like a 4-second delay talking to the guy, and he was getting more and more angry with the delay. And he's just like, he didn't quite understand. And I tried calling him back, and I thought it was my phone, cell phone wonkiness, but no. So I'm like, well, that's a good price, but I can't set foot in there ever again or talk to them ever again.
Good times. Good times.
Indeed. So yeah, the wheels and tires are on. It drives smooth and fine.
Smooth.
The only thing is and I knew this was going to be an issue, the front hub dust cap is too big for the center caps that come included with this brand of tire. And I knew that was a problem, and everybody said, like, you either got to bash the dust cap in like 1/4 of an inch, or so
Right.
like I have no center cap. It looks fine, but
Right.
I don't know. I'll have to see if there's any separate
Yeah,
center cap I can
Yeah,
buy that
I
has
wonder
more
if there's
clearance.
either
I would
a
say
separate center
bash the
cap,
cap.
or if there's a dust cap that's shorter.
Mhm.
Or ZK says, smashy smash.
Yeah, smash, smash. It's not
Smashy
going to
smash.
matter.
Yeah, as long as it's not interfering with the wheellet inside, which I doubt it is, because it's not a
No.
front-wheel
They
drive
would
car.
spin at the same speed, wouldn't they? Or is the wheel net? Yeah, the wheel net rotates with. The
Yeah,
hub?
but you still don't want it to be like,
Or no, does it?
whoa, we're getting way too technical now. We better start this show. This is this is not a technical show here. I bore people with my other videos for that.
Yes.
All right. Let's begin with Ran when parked. This time around, I have found somebody with a 1963 Ford Falcon Futura. Is that how it's said? Futura?
Futura.
Futura or Futura?
Futura.
I'm not
I think
a
it's
Ford guy.
Futura.
Futura seems right. Anyway, it's a Falcon 63, and not only is this a pretty solid, and ran when parked, but not great car. Ran when parked, but not great. It's also like the most accidentally photogenic set of ad pictures I've ever seen.
I was going to say it's very well composed.
It's extremely well composed, but absolutely
contrast between
useless.
The brown, yeah, between the brown dash, the moss on top of the dash, and then like the grass mold /
And it's
something floorboard.
and just in that nice soft focus there on the floorboard, it's really nice. It continues with many artistic angles of this ran when parked automobile. This is
Patina.
Yep, a nice look of your patina. Ah, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Now, there's something in the background here. There's actually multiple things in the background.
I see it.
Uh-oh.
Kurt's gonna go, there's a Z back there.
Mhm.
I saw the FC first.
But Powers said much louder that there's an FC sitting in front of that Z.
Also, what is that red thing behind it?
Blazer, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a
Is it?
blazer.
think
Oh
so,
yeah, like a 2-door Blazer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, then sitting next to the fence here, very nice.
This
Classic
be like-
2/3 composition.
Yes.
Mm, art.
I have probably taken this picture in my lifetime. Like, intentionally probably taken this picture trying to be, I'm an artist. I don't think they intentionally did this. One regular picture-ish, but it still has, like, a remarkably short, like it's still blurred the background. And
Is that like fake depth of field? Like
Yeah, is it like an
modern
Instagram?
phone
Could
or
be.
something? Or yeah.
I don't know.
He's got it in portrait mode.
No, I feel like this is just somebody that had, like, they were taking fancy pictures. Like, they were out there just, like,
Yeah, this is like a
trying to be
wide
artsy.
angle lens.
Yeah.
Element. Is that a Honda Element behind this too?
It's a
What is-
Nissan, isn't it? An Armada?
Is that a... I'm all out of sorts today, I guess.
I can't imagine what would have you so out of sorts. It's pretty bizarre. But, yeah, and here's your final lovely picture showing the dirt on the windshield. Oh, there's hubcaps in there too. But yeah, that one really got a chuckle out of me. Not only the ran when parked, but not great, but also a very artsy set of pictures.
Are they saying it didn't run great or it wasn't parked great?
I mean, it's not really parked that great either, is it? Nothing in here is parked that great.
No.
Boy, I just realized how much of the nose is missing out of that Armada. Like,
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
gone.
that thing did a smoosh. It's also missing off the FC, but that's just how they look.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's no, it's an FC.
Good job, Internet. That made me laugh. Kurt.
Well, you can have not great, or you can have vehicle is stinky. That's right. A 1970 Volvo 164 barn find for only $350. 140,000 miles.
Also a
The
really
light
nice picture.
swiper horn blower work.
Oh.
The vehicle comes with a lien for $350. Does
Suspension
not
issues?
run. Has been parked for that lien though. Parked for 25 years. Sitting in a collapsed garage. Vehicle is stinky. We've done nothing with the interior. It's that stinky. They've just not even opened the doors.
It's not like the Mythbusters episode where they put the dead pigs in the Corvette, is it?
Oh no.
What kind of stinky we talking about?
Hopefully just like mildew.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I don't know. I don't know what that Volvo stank is.
It's really not a
Brown.
bad looking Volvo. It's very brown, but it's nice restorable condition, I would say. Wow, interior is actually nice. When they said stinky, I expected it to be bad, but this ain't bad.
You really got to search and do some sort of sleuthing to find where that stink is coming from, I guess. Although,
Well, I mean, somebody had a really good day. So,
oh my.
Huh. Interesting. No, it's not nearly as bad as I expected. Ooh,
No.
that's some oil. Everything about it's not as bad as I expected. This is, I mean, other than the fact, how does this have a lean on it? How?
I don't know.
How?
That's
I think
very
like that by
confusing.
my accident. I hope so.
Surely. Comes with lean papers. Maybe that means something different than what we know. Or something. I don't know. This is actually kind of neat. I kind of like it.
They have that weird oval ring in the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm. It's a Volvo.
Yeah.
It looks more modern than it is. Like, doesn't the interior look more like a 90s car to you?
Would they say it was 70 something?
I think it was 70.
70.
Yeah.
That looks...
Yeah,
a lot
I
more
would
modern.
say. Let's not go that far.
The seats
Yeah, the
maybe
seats
90.
maybe. Yeah, the dash is still very.
Even
But
the
it
dash, I
feels
would say
almost
it's
80s.
80s, yeah. It feels a little ahead of its time, or they just don't know the year of it, and we look like idiots. But that looks like a '70s front end.
This is possible.
Not too up on my Volvo knowledge. Honestly, when I see this interior, all I can think is it probably still smells better than a 240. I don't think they know what a smelly interior really is.
Yeah, it's probably not old bong water.
Yeah, old bong water and weird spices. Ah, the interior of a 240.
Weird spices.
This is fact, Kurt. This isn't. We aren't making stuff up right now. I've had 7 of them. They've all had the same smell.
That cardamom? Some sort of cayenne pepper?
I don't think they're probably legal spices. Neat. I like it. I would almost slide that one over to the mistake category. Besides
But then you'd own a Volvo.
Besides what?
But then you'd have a Volvo.
Oh, everybody hates everything else I own for some reason. Why not get a Volvo too? All right, ZK.
A 1989 Chrysler Conquest or Steryon.
Or
$2,500.
StarQuest.
StarQuest.
I just really like saying that.
Yeah, it's a dumb name. Stock turbo, rear-wheel drive, put $4,000 rebuilding the motor and still has issues with the wiring harness. It ran when I parked it. Will need fluids and battery. We'll trade for a decent bike. You think we'll take a Schwinn?
Maybe I'll.
Yeah.
I really love these cars, but why are so many of them in this condition?
Because they're Mitsubishis.
Right. Right. Good call. Uh-oh, is there not more pictures? Oh,
Yeah.
It's a wide body.
And overall, this one's in pretty good shape, at least externally. I mean, none of them are good mechanically.
Right. I hope my old roommate's not listening.
The B pillar there. Is that
That's
like
a factory vent. Like they had those.
is it yeah, I'm like, is it a vent or is there like a window there that that's like got a louver over it?
I think this car has been repainted, and I believe everything has been painted over. I feel like that's true, but I could be wrong. But yeah, they all have that weird like vent back there.
Also, I sort of recently learned that this is one of the wide body ones, which is the later ones. The early ones didn't have like the box fender things.
Yeah, we had one on not too many episodes ago. I think Kurt had one that was it was a slab side, so it was not wide fendered. The wide fender ones are the ones that famously have these wheels, because these were like the widest factory 15-inch wheels you could get. They're very deep dished, but they were like 15 by 8s, I think, or 15 by 9s even.
That's pretty big for an OEM wheel.
Right. And so it wasn't just like a quote unquote wide body car. It was an actual wide body car, and it was like actually using it. And people ridiculously put these wheels on many other 90s cars, and they always looked really silly because they were so wide. Yeah, that's a good find. If you wanted to like really have a bad time, and I'm very sorry to my old roommate who could be listening right now and just bought one of these and as his very first project car, and every time I think about it I'm just like, oh dear God, this poor fool. Oh, what did he get into? But apparently
at least there's a following behind him, so like
True.
Nissan stuff, like everything has been figured out already.
Right. Leave them in the field.
Yeah.
$2,500 is a bit too much for not running though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or wasn't running. You know, I didn't really know that we were going to have guests on the show today, ZK. Could have given me
I'm
a little
sorry.
bit of warning. Just
Everything
saying.
is what it is, okay?
Everything's what?
Everything is what it is.
Oh, everything is what it is. I'm kidding. And now for I'd make that mistake, not related to the thing I was just talking about, by the way.
Segue or anything.
Nope.
Absolutely not related. And absolutely not related to mistakes due to manufacture, I have come across this 1992 Mitsubishi Galant question mark.
Galant?
It is not. Easy ZK, easy.
I'm gonna need you to send me a link or something.
It is a 1992 Mitsubishi Minika? Minika?
Yeah,
Minika Dangan? ZZ4.
Yeah, yes, but this is the fancy one.
It is the top performance model of the Mitsubishi Minika, a popular Japanese K car featuring a 660cc inline 3 with 5 valves per cylinder. How many 3 cylinders with 5 valves per cylinder are there out there? Probably not many.
Everyone looks at you really weird when you say you have 15 valves in your engine.
Right. Intercooled turbo with all-wheel drive. This car represents peak K car performance. It's compact, fuel efficient, zippy like a go-kart. The car is actually quite spacious. I always see those words when people are selling K cars. It's actually quite spacious.
Because they are. You expect this tiny thing to not actually be able to fit a person back there, but they do.
The car was repainted on the cheap. I like that. I like that people would say something like that. While in Japan, so probably use some clear coat. That's my only complaint. $4,000 for a top-of-the-line K-car nugget. With okay styling. Not my favorite styling, but...
No. But what I need everyone at home to do right now is Google the Minika walkthrough van. And then get one of these and swap the drivetrain into that.
Dangan. Look at that.
God,
Look at the tailpipe.
Yeah.
It's got
cylinder.
It's got 1 per cylinder. It in this picture, it really doesn't look that small either. But I'm sure it's just the picture.
Well, yeah, it looks normal size in that angle, and you realize what angle the picture is being taken at.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just someone holding a phone in front of them.
I always love
they're looking over the top of it.
I always love it when these import cars like retain the aftermarket stuff that was done to them in Japan, because they all have this kind of stuff. The clip-on, you know, like stainless steel things for the pedals, and like the flat racing wheel on anything. It doesn't matter what it was. Just anything. But it's also kind of a neat interior.
Yeah, that's another thing. They talked about it was repainted in Japan on the cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But that's sort of like a weird normal thing there.
Right.
Like they always repaint their cars constantly, so there's a bunch of cheap places that do it. And, well, it's cheap quality paint, but they do it so often. So
right.
It's like, it's a weird cultural thing.
It is a pretty spacious looking backseat.
Yeah, it's probably not bad.
Nice, very simple, but anytime I can have a tack that goes to 9, I'm already excited.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know, just the price kind of surprised me. I thought it seems like a lot of little car for $4,000 to me.
Yes, I would say this is probably on the cheap end of these sorts of things.
If I was gonna dip my toes into the K-car life, this is something that I could see myself getting into.
And it's in really good shape too.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
I would like to see the undercarriage to make sure it's not rusted out, because a lot of these, like,
fine, who cares?
A lot of the 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive K cars were used in snowy areas.
Right. I don't know what
how big are those wheels?
If they're 13s.
Those are aftermarket, and they're probably 14s.
I think they're 14s. It could be.
That seems. I mean,
I'm thinking 13.
The Datsuns were 14s.
Yeah, I'm thinking 13. Either way, good luck finding those tires.
Mm-hmm.
I had it in my mind of like this thing would just be an absolute riot to autocross, but I'm not sure they would let you due to the height of it. And B,
it's taller than it is wide.
Good luck with finding, good tires to put on this thing to make it work.
Not impossible. They are 14s. Not impossible. You get R888s and 14s.
How would you know?
No reason.
I I just noticed this catalytic converter warning light. It's like
It looks like
Cappuccino has
a
that
pot of
too.
soup.
yeah, hot soup.
Soup's ready.
Please let your soup cool before consuming.
I don't know why that's a thing. Like, is that a common thing of your cat overheating? Like that's what that light means.
I
But
mean,
like, I don't.
You shouldn't let your cat overheat. That seems inhumane.
Doesn't have much hair, so it's not really an issue.
The
That's
Corolla had a warning light like that, but it's called like exhaust temp.
Oh yeah, I remember the exhaust temp light. I think it's
That's so weird.
for the Corolla. I think catalytic converters were so new then that they were worried that like what they were making them out of couldn't handle the temperatures. And they
Yeah.
were also running those engines incredibly lean, like dangerously
Right.
lean. So
And then they also had a separate air pump putting fresh air into the exhaust so that
right.
it wouldn't overheat.
Yeah. I think they were actually pumping fresh air, if I remember correctly. I think they were pumping fresh air to almost like help combust more of the unburnt fuel. So they were basically using it as post-engine combustion, which increases the heat even more. So yeah, I understand why, but it is. I don't know that anybody ever did anything about that. Like, did anyone ever have their catalytic converter light go off and go, "Oh no"? All right, Kurt. I like what I'm seeing.
Likes what he's seeing, and he's seeing a 1973 Toyota Corona Deluxe Wagon with only 78,000 miles. Original, no rust, beautiful. And the asking price reflects that at $9,950.
True.
An amazing survivor, a daily driver, original paint, interior, turnkey, driver, runner. Although one hubcap is mismatched. Not the
No.
end of the world. It's the end of the world.
Well.
Well, I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, well, maybe not related to the hubcap, but
Bold claim.
you will not find another in this condition. I've not seen another ever.
No.
So
Left-hand drive too. Like it's a US spec one.
mhm.
I don't
I like
generally
that grill.
I don't generally like Coronas that much, but this one I really like.
Yeah, yeah. A wagon. I got the quad headlights.
Gosh, that is in very nice shape.
Put that Dodge in the background.
Get out of here. Is that a Fairlane? No. Yeah, I really have never found one of these that I truly liked the styling of, but I think this one's an exception.
Yeah, usually the grill on the Coronas is really dopey.
Yeah. This one almost gets there, like it almost has dope factor, but it yeah, something about it just it works, especially with the wagon for some reason. That's a lot of wagon too. A lot of wagon per dollar. I don't see the mismatched hubcap, do you?
They lost that since they took the pictures.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Or maybe they
They have
like
an
moved it over when they were taking
interesting
pictures.
They do have an interesting collection, yes. I like the back of this too.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I don't like overall Coronas and I don't like wagons, but this one is an exception. Boy, that interior is like new. I'm kind of surprised that the price is as low as it is. I know that seems bizarre for $10,000 for what was originally a $2,000 vehicle. But
I'm way too distracted about the background.
I know.
Well, yeah, that's probably he's got more important things to sell in the background.
Could be.
Yeah.
Look at all the space.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
space. I don't know. Is that a speaker in the middle of that seat? I don't know what that is.
Don't know.
Maybe it's like the release mechanism to fold down the back.
Yeah, there is no like other things. So yeah, maybe you turn that and it puts those plastic tabs in.
Yeah. But yes, it's really nice.
It's really nice. All right, so what is it exactly? Is it the Dodge? Is it the Dodge over there that you really like?
All of them.
The only thing that really Like, the Dodge is cool. I hate that generation of Ford. I hate that front end. Like, that is the worst looking Ford they ever made. The Cougars, I've never been too crazy about that generation of Cougar.
ZK, on the other hand,
And the Jeep is just a Jeep. Sorry, Powers. Kurt has a lot of them that have, like, a lot of background story. I think it's because you're willing to look at the dealership's things, and when I see that stuff, I just go, oh. well, ZK.
Oh my
If
goodness!
you don't have $10,000 for a Toyota wagon, what about $2,800 for a '79 Toyota Corolla wagon?
So weird. I generally like the Corolla more, but now that I've seen that Corona, I'm like, I don't like this as much.
Also in brown.
Very brown.
And really good wheels on this.
You like those wheels, huh?
Compared to like hubcaps and Steelies, yeah.
Those wheels make my stomach hurt.
But they have white walls and like 13s or whatever these are.
And Hercules
What are those
tires.
Those aren't from this Corolla, are they?
It could
I
be.
don't know. They could be. I don't know.
I'm looking at this center console.
Yes.
Center
console and handbrake cover.
Yep. They don't have door cards, but they got
Yeah.
center console. Well, that's an exhaust.
Yeah, so there's a lot about this, and at the same time, not a lot about this car. The classic hole through the floor.
Oh, they just took the dash pad straight off. It's just metal.
Some random missing stuff. You got your, GDM spec floor, pedals.
Pedals, yeah.
Extra gauges. Wires everywhere.
Missing the center, the steering wheel.
Their tack
column.
install much worse than Kurt's.
Yes, they
much worse.
stuck it in there, didn't they?
I'd make that mistake. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice project starter, I guess. It's not been messed with too much.
This is like sort of the thing where like the overall body, it's beat up, right? But it's sort of complete.
Yeah.
So if you wanted like a stupid drift car or something of that nature, this would be like perfect.
Is this a 3TC? Is that what it said?
I don't know if it actually said. I think Kurt said what engine it was.
Kurt said 3TC.
But I don't think this one said what engine it was. It just says 1.6.
I was trying to debate if this looked the same as Kurt's or not.
It does have a Weber on it. Or no, that's the stock car.
I mean, it looks like a 2TC. It looks weirdly like wide to me, but I could just be...
Yeah, something about it just looks... It also looks like they pressure washed it, which is one of those things that makes me go...
But just straight down the carb, it's fine.
Yeah, yep. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's good.
I want that. Yes, I have that grill. I had it on mine for a while. He's missing some chrome trim.
Yeah, missing that.
So I could use that Toyota badge and the center badge is what's always missing.
Oh, isn't there supposed to be something in here?
Car?
Yeah, there's like a little blue like crown for the Corolla or something like that. But that's like
before you get
bucks on eBay.
Before you get mad at the black hood, I'm pretty sure that's just a replacement hood.
Probably.
And that's just the color they come in.
Even though it's also dented. Nice fuel cell, bro.
Yeah, that was really strange. But at least he's got a fire extinguisher right
probably
there.
Probably rusted out and just did that instead.
It was cheaper.
Yep.
That's what I said. Like, this isn't necessarily this is a completely different league from the Corona. But this would be like a fun, like, don't care project car. Like, you can do whatever you want to this and run it into things and drift it or whatever you want to do, and it'd be fine.
It would be a fun car to do something really stupid with. Yeah, like
exactly
rallycross car, drift car
for an old school drifter or JDM rat rod. Yeah,
agreed.
And it's brown.
It's got those.
I did like the 2-door wagon that you found early on in Raglan Park lore.
Now that one, I wouldn't do anything with that one. Like I wouldn't turn that into a drift car because that thing was really cool. That would be a daily driver. This I don't think I would want as like my cool daily driver. I would want to do something stupid with it.
Yes, this would be. It's the perfect vehicle for being stupid.
I'd make that mistake, and then I would make mistakes with it. Alrighty, how about some mildly interesting? I don't remember what I had here. It's a 1967 Datsun 1600.
Yes.
Right, and some bamboo.
Yes.
It's
hiding. It's a sniper.
Yeah, this is like a mild. I listed this as like a mild mistake because I do really like these cars, and I could see myself, if I saw this on the side of the road and it had a for sale sign on it, and I happen to be driving a vehicle that has a very large place to put a vehicle on it, I would probably make that mistake. But this one's just, I don't know, maybe a little too far gone.
Wait, are those side drafts?
They are side drafts, yes. Like it's got some good
and
stuff
there's
on
a
it.
manifold not connected to something.
Yeah.
No, there's things apart.
It's in bad shape. But this one, it's sitting in the yard 20 feet from the road, accessible for a trailer or flatbed, and a machete. It's sunken down a foot in the dozen years it's been there. Maybe the leaves and pine needles have buried it. Or maybe the leaves and pine needles have buried it. But yeah, it's got to go either to you or the compactor at the junkyard. Why you gotta say things like that? Why you gotta make me
You have
feel
to buy
bad?
it, Cone, or they're gonna crush it.
I'm gonna crush it. This belonged to my lovely deceased brother-in-law who loved fine, beautiful cars, but 20 times the amount of projects he could, actually finish.
I thought the sentence ended there. My lovely deceased brother-in-law who loved fine. Loved fine.
He loved fine. This picture, though.
There's wheels off to the side.
It looks so purposely hidden by the bamboo. Like the
That's what
bamboo
I mean.
was planted to hide this car. Wasn't there some kind of myth or something about like killing somebody with bamboo, like planting bamboo under them to kill them? Maybe that's what they were trying. Like maybe if we just plant enough bamboo, this thing will just disappear.
It's just the old Chinese torture thing. Don't think too much about it.
Datsun. I wonder if they dug these badges out to be like, that's what this is.
Yeah, it's an Datsun.
It would have been great if that's what they had like listed it as.
Datsun 160.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is parts probably.
Probably.
Like, if you want that hard top roof and the hood and.
Yeah, it's mild
Yeah.
only because it's maybe too far gone. It doesn't have a title. It's just
$850 though. Like as far as parts cars go,
someone will probably pick
Like-
it up.
yeah. Like I could see some of these bits, like you said, that hardtop thing probably being worth that,
Mm-hmm.
or the glass or whatever.
Glass or whatever these carbs end up being over there.
Yeah.
Someone might want those to restore. But yeah, it's just a mildly, sadly, probably too far gone little Datsun Roadster. And some bamboo.
Many, many pine needles.
Many pine needles. Gert.
Can I mildly interest you in a 1981 Lada Neva
No.
1600s? Four-wheel drive Soviet SUV for $11,000.
Ew.
It's like 8 times as much as they were new.
Right.
But it's weird.
It is very strange.
And they say only a few of these exist in the United States.
Okay.
Why
Top
is there
speed
more
of
than
55
one
miles
here?
an hour.
Well,
Also, are those like those wheels are way too modern?
I
for
want to
this
say they're
thing.
like
I hate it.
Tacoma or like
Yeah.
4Runner wheels or
was
something
thinking-
like that.
No, I was thinking more like GM something, but
Maybe. Not right.
no.
So wait, there's only a few of these that exist, and this one was fitted with a lift kit? Like, where did they find the parts for this?
Legally import. Who legally imports a Lada?
I don't know.
I've actually seen a few Ladas for sale around me occasionally, and it always just makes me wonder why.
I guess there's a lot of interest in them. It's some reason the side profile makes it look so much smaller than I thought it was.
This was not a large vehicle.
No. I thought this was like full on like Bronco size, but this is like much
This is
smaller
like a
than that.
Lada hatchback, but
Huh.
lifted.
How strange.
13-inch wheels.
Yeah, I hope there's like some pictures of the suspension possibly. Well, that looks like what I expected.
Got a lot of knobs.
Hmm?
A lot of knobs.
What? This seatbelt receptacle.
Yeah, that is very strange.
It looks like a
Very, very Soviet.
It looks like a Polaroid camera. Does it not?
Ah, yes, you know.
Hey! Don't go calling me out for that.
It's okay. Our audience knows what Polaroids are.
Probably, maybe some of them, a few, a couple. Home Depot carpet, by the way. Been there, done that. Yeah, that's mildly interesting.
It exists.
Paint is
Has
cracking
the
all over.
Fiat fuel-injected twin-cam engine to replace the severely underpowered original engine.
So wait, you changed the engine, and instead of putting something that you could actually get stuff for, you put a Fiat fuel-injected twin-cam engine in it. Unless that's like a modern like twin air or something. What?
It would be
Engine
cool
works
if it was
great
like,
and is easy to work on.
Okay.
it would be cool if that was like one of the like fancy Fiat engines,
Mm-hmm.
but
With
not
a
good.
with a top speed of 55, I have a feeling it's probably not. Huh. That's
Just do the gearing cone. It's just gearing.
right. But it's got high and low gears.
And
Well, it has
third
low
shift
and
knob
medium.
or something.
Low and medium gears. I'm trying to like find something that does. I mean, I don't know where those wheels came from, but they ain't right. It ain't right. I don't like it. The wheels are also very narrow for like mud tires.
Also, like, I think those are snow tires.
Oh,
Are they
maybe.
They might be mud tires.
Look at the sidewalls. Those gotta be like.
But you did like make me realize that. So they're very narrow,
Mhm.
but they also have a lot of offset to them.
Right. They're out like they've filled out the fenders, but there's nothing inside the fenders.
Yeah. Deep dished thin wheels is a very strange thing.
And I'm sure those headlight wipers work, right?
It's very
How
necessary.
is that possible? Like, how does? It's a circle. Like it's a circle with a bezel. How is that wiping that?
Don't think too hard, Cone. It's fine.
But how? This
Don't
is,
hurt yourself.
this is
It'll be
what-
okay.
This is what happens when automation adds 3D fixtures. This is the problem with
It
it.
really does just look like an automation car.
It
I was
does.
thinking that with the tail lights. It's like, okay, we spent all this time on the front,
Right.
and then we get to the back, and crap.
Oh, jeez. Taillights, huh? Hate this part. Just put anything on there. It'll be fine. All right. I do believe it is time for...
No, you just skipped me entirely.
Sorry,
So
ZK.
rude.
I got
Oh,
used
you're here this week.
I got used to
Oh.
you not being here. Sorry.
Wow.
Oh, terribly sorry about that. All right, well, we've seen this. Let's move on. ZK, please go ahead and
A
share
92
your...
Dodge Spirit RT sedan four-door is something I've never heard of or knew existed, but I assume it's that weird early or late 80s, early 90s turbo Dodge Chrysler stuff.
I think it might not even be that. I think it might be
But-
post the fun turbo stuff.
It is a turbo.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. But like, yeah, the 2.2 turbo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're going to need to read this. This just became less mildly interesting and more interesting.
A project vehicle. Prices $29.95, not $1,000. Facebook wouldn't, blah, 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 blah.
Wait,
Rarest
bingo.
of the...
Pause. If you're out there and you're making ads on Facebook and it's like, oh, I can't put the price that I want, use the browser version. Go on your computer. It's only the phone version that won't let you put the price. Okay, continue.
Rarest of the rare. Car number 32 of the 92 produced in red in 92.
In red, in 92. There's a lot of
Yes, I
specifics
love people that do that. Lotus engine and transmission out. I don't know
Okay.
what that means. Dual overhead cam, 2.2 liter, Garrett intercooled turbo, spare engine, A568 5-speed with get rag gears, 4-wheel discs, and turbo blade wheels. Which I will say, they're all the same. They're not like left hand and right hand.
Oh,
which
I hate that so
disappoints
much.
me. Was the fastest sedan in America at the time.
Dark days.
Price firm.
Huh. All right, yeah. I sold this off as just being a badge, but I guess it had some interesting stuff.
Yeah, and what's weird about it is I A, never heard of this, and B, the front end looks like a Durango
Yeah, it does.
or a
yeah.
Dakota,
Right.
Dakota,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
but it's a sedan.
And this is all they gave us.
Yeah, and apparently comes with a spare engine, and it's probably one of those designed by Lotus things.
Engines
It is.
designed by Lotus was unusual. Usually suspensions.
Yeah, I literally did no research on this, so I have no idea what it actually means. But it's a turbo engine.
And it's not the old 2.2.
Sometimes
'cause
Lotus
it's-
did like head work or
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
they
that's what Wikipedia says. The cylinder head engineered and made by Lotus.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. The 2.2 was not dual cam. It was, I think they were over. Maybe it was single cam. I think it was single cam.
How much power did it make, Kurt, since you have that open?
Rated at 224 horsepower.
That's
That's
surprising,
Pretty
actually.
darn sporty. That's not
Torque
bad.
steer.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
17
that
foot
fastest sedan is not a lie.
Yeah.
For 92?
Huh. Wow.
Although, what do they mean by fastest?
True.
Do they mean quickest?
I'm sure they mean like it had the fastest 0 to 60.
Yeah, or like, I'm thinking like quarter mile time, maybe? Because
Quarter
like,
mile, maybe. Yeah. They have a fast quarter mile time. Tell you
There
that
one
much.
goes right now. Let's
Yeah.
count it.
because
huh.
that was, GM still had the full size stuff at that time.
Right. They only had.
But
what?
not with the LT. So in
No.
92,
This would have been
Yeah,
competing against
maybe.
like a Cavalier Z24, something like
Oh,
that,
here we go.
or Lumina Z34.
yeah.
At the time, the RT was advertised as, quote, the fastest sedan made in America. One
Oh,
of the
made
quickest
in
performance sedans under 40,000. Above a BMW M5. 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds.
That's
Pretty good.
pretty good.
That's
Mm.
faster than the Supra.
That's, I think,
Way faster than
fully-
the 240
Mm.
that
factory.
in theory is as fast as the Focus ST.
In theory.
Like,
It probably
like,
does this
yeah.
down the road, but.
I mean, this car probably weighs 1,000 pounds less than the Focus.
Yeah. Huh. That went, I mean, from just this picture, I thought it was less than mildly interesting, but it came back.
Yeah, it's a little interesting.
It's a little interesting.
And you wanted to skip it.
I kind of did, even if it was accidentally. Huh.
And they wanted $4,000 for, was it 4 or 3?
They want $3.
$3,000?
$29.95. This
Assuming it's in running condition.
is why that happens, by the way. Like on the
Yeah.
phone, it gives you this range, and that's the only range you can list the price as. Isn't that dumb? Isn't that really stupid?
Book doing something dumb.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Oh.
Kurt?
Oh yeah, no, I mean that was the full thought. Facebook doing something dumb.
Oh, we missed the Facebook part, I think. So I thought there
I
was going to
see.
be a great punchline after that.
No,
Yeah, you were
no.
like, speaking of doing something dumb.
Speaking of doing something dumb, I'm going to go to the best ads now because it's actually time for it. But first, we must discuss last week's winners of Best of. Which
I think I forgot to vote on this one.
did you? Oh, okay.
I couldn't vote for myself. So
Why
I-
is one vote like separating them?
Last episode on Ranwin Parked, we had Kurt's actual truck Beetle, and I had the
monster truck.
monster truck and villains, and
A monster truck.
It is a-
Everyone in the comments was telling you this.
it's a monster truck.
Yes, it's got monsters on it from famous films.
And ZK didn't have anything because Skeletor was not allowed to be voted on. That's against the rules. that would have completely swayed the votes.
I'm not sure our audience in this show knows who Skeletor is.
It's fine. We can leave it at that.
Yes.
Do you mean
Make it-
like
make it a mystery.
do you mean like actual Skeletor?
I mean, yes.
That makes me sad. You've made me sad right now.
No, yes, as in all of the things you were about to say.
Okay. All right. So this one came down to the wire. This was one of the most heated best of votings we've ever had. With 196 votes total, Kurt got 104, giving him 53% of the vote with the Beetle truck. I had 92.
I'm surprised at that.
I am-
Honestly.
A little surprised. I wonder if I lost votes because I didn't get the references on the truck. I think people were mad at me. Which is fair. It's fine. I know it was a very close vote. And
But it wasn't close enough to where I feel bad about not voting and not matter.
This just in. Voting doesn't matter.
It was very close.
I obviously live in a Kurt state anyway, so it's fine.
But even though I think, you could probably have made this look like I won, I'm going to accept that Kurt won. So, good job, Kurt.
Thank you for very graciously conceding.
Yes, that is how humans behave. All right, now for this week's best of, I'm going to start with, yet again, a Chevrolet Cavalier. These things keep haunting me. I keep finding them.
Haunting you?
And everybody else. They
1, 2, 3 colors at least.
Oh man, if there was ever a car that seems to just get pooped on, it is these. All new parts are with the car, just needs put together. New ground effects, new fenders, new water pump, new 5-speed manual transmission, new brakes, new rotors, lots more. Ran out of money while working on it. It has been lowered down. I have lots of new parts, but don't have time or the money to finish it. All it needs done is the balancer torqued down
Yeah, just
and
bolt
new
that
windows
balancer
put in.
right on there.
A
That's all I need.
Balancer. The harmonic
The
balancer?
Harmonic balancer. Yeah.
That's all you need to do? Really?
No.
It needs a lot of love and attention. Great
It's a
project
lot
car.
more than that. But that's all.
Is that one of the new rotors right there on the floor?
Yep. Brand new.
Reminds me of like a exploded 350Z. It's like the assemble your own project.
Oh boy.
Here, Lego edition.
Nothing here either fits or is for this vehicle or is good. Everything here is bad.
You said that, and I realized this bumper is 4 inches wider than the car.
Very, very strongly wider than the car, yes. And then
And moldy.
and the interior is just everywhere, just disassembled as if somebody was mad at it.
Just needs to be put together.
Yep.
What does the airbag say? I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
Do not.
Airbag cover.
Do not place objects on the protective airbag cover.
Huh.
Do not puncture.
Which is strange because that would be under the dashboard.
Exactly.
You would never read this until this very moment.
But it's got a radio without a faceplate and a big old tack.
Big old tack. Giant tack. No gauge cluster, but giant tack. There's the original red paint, probably.
You don't like the purple and red and primer combo?
And Bondo.
It's not great. The dual cam's still in there, in pieces, allegedly.
And those headlights are just sitting there.
It's pretty rough.
There was at least 2 different sets of wheels on this car.
Yep. None of which, I think the back ones might be original, huh? Because it's
No,
24.
honestly.
But either way, does it matter? Does it really matter? That's good
Do
luck.
they actually want $1,000 for this?
I never saw anything in there that didn't say that they wanted $1,000 for it. Probably asking a bit much, but they're willing to negotiate.
The willing to negotiate.
They'll negotiate.
Okay, honestly, think of something along the lines of Grocery Getter. How much would you pay for this?
I don't know even if for that I would start with something this bad. I don't want to have to spend a week undoing the terrible, terrible things that have been done to it just to get it to run. I think that's fair.
Let's agree that this car has some value.
No. I will not
Nice,
agree.
You think they should pay
cardboard box.
this away?
Yes, I feel like if I show up with the ramp truck, they should be like, here's $100, get this out of my yard.
Fair.
All right, Kurt.
I have a very simple and plain looking 1965 Chevy P10 shorty van for $11,000. It is a runner and driver. Needs some finishing touches.
It's hurting my
Flat.
brain.
What's that?
It's hurting my brain, but continue.
It's hurting your brain. Just wait, my friend. There's something that's going to ease the hurt in your brain. Yada yada yada. Flat black finish. Onboard compressor that powers super loud train horns.
Oh,
CB radio.
Train horn.
Custom ladder rack. Hitch receiver. Oversized wheels and tires. But the real gem, my friends, is if we look at the following pictures. Welcome to the age of Aquarius. Psychedelic, man.
Oh my.
Blacklight posters.
Now I know that I have a person to build something like this.
I'm just looking around to make sure there's not anything I need to censor.
Oh no, I didn't check.
That Earth has a butt. That Earth has a butt.
Butt Earth.
Are we not mentioning the shark in the torso?
I mean,
okay, whatever.
Whatever to that. Earth having a butt is a new one to me. Thank you for the in-depth pictures of the artworks.
It's very important that.
One good sign is that this is blacklight, right?
Yes.
So at least we know it's clean.
True.
No suspicious material around.
Unlike the Volvo.
Yeah, unlike the Volvo, yeah.
I think this one might have a scent, though. There might be a smell present.
Possibly.
It's just spicy.
Look at the seats. Like, look
Yeah, those seats are weird. Like,
They look like subwoofers, don't they?
or some other part of the body. Yes.
Hey, hey, hey now, hey.
You know, this
That
is just
planet has a butt.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Yep. It could be all yours. They go into great detail. I didn't want to continue reading the description. They go into great detail about the custom blacklight interior with Vincent Monaco blacklight art. Vincent Monico,
Monico.
very
Hmm?
famous blacklight artist. That's where a lot of the $11,000 value comes in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The e-brake also works, though. I thought I'd mention
I'm sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. I need to read the line. I will get back to you in the order emails arrive. Be calm, because I won't start making callbacks until this weekend. Please be calm.
Chill out, man. Chill out. Relax, man. Turn on the black light and chill out, man.
Rat, you've already left 4 voicemails. Just stop.
So I said this was hurting my head, and I think it probably hurts more now. But this picture right here, I have zero sense of scale.
Right. This could be as big
I
as a
can't
UPS
tell
truck,
Yeah,
or
is
as
it like a normal
as
red truck,
small
or-
as a mini.
because the giant normal size Chevy badge on the front, I have no idea how big this thing is.
Trippy, man.
They did call it shorty.
I think it's about the size of like an Astro van.
Yeah, I don't think
I
it's.
think.
I think it's somewhere in the middle of like a bread truck and something tiny, but it still hurts my head at this angle.
Well,
Hey, man. Pass some of that bread.
is that a thing that people say?
No, but listen.
Oh,
Best
boy.
interior. I like your names.
ZK?
Oh my.
Yeah, not the folder yet. So, the best ad has the best car. It is a 2019 Honda Odyssey Elite, which is the highest trim, and this particular one has a custom order paint of Forest Mist Metallic, which I actually really like, and all the options.
You've changed.
What's changed?
$33,500 for a 1-year-old model. It retailed at over $51,000, so good discount.
That's why you don't buy new.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we get into why this is funny, I must say, and I've talked about this before, $51,000, even when this thing was new, this thing has way more practical value in it than the $51,000 SUV you will buy.
I just noticed I cut something out of the thing.
Oh no.
Whatever. There was a listed 31 minutes ago that accidentally cropped out of this.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
But yes, this is the best vehicle you could possibly buy. Period.
Safety. Cup holders.
Period.
It's
19-inch wheels.
this is the height of automobiles.
Yes. Okay.
Armrests.
Mm-hmm. But this should be a series of pictures. They might not be. Okay, they weren't in the right order. But continue. HDMI.
HDMI.
So if you notice previously, there was 2 seats in the middle.
Right. Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are those the same seats?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but they slide out and you could put a third one in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you put the third seat?
I don't know. I have
Oh.
zero idea where that goes. But rear DVD entertainment. You have an HDMI port, so you could plug in your PS5 or whatever if you actually wanted to.
Or you had one.
WeatherTech formats.
You can slide.
You can also fold away the rear seat.
You can
So
slide the
have
seats
the
away so they can
2
stop hitting each other back there.
Yeah. They can either be next to each other. You can have a third in the middle, no in the middle.
Okay. All right.
I think the styling of this is actually
It's okay.
Yeah, like it's
not
surprisingly
too obnoxious. Like they didn't try to make their van into an NSX just yet.
Was it the newest Nissan?
Oh god, they're
giant
bad.
Spiderweb front.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
So
But this
bad.
is not horrible.
No, the wheels are atrocious, but
Yeah, but
van
that's
itself is
every
fine.
modern car. But also this color is really nice.
it's okay.
It's custom ordered.
Custom ordered.
Who custom orders a Odyssey? And these have like almost 300 horsepower.
Fog
Yep.
lights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really stretching now. It's a van, ZK.
License plate frame.
I'm pretty sure this has the built-in vacuum too.
All right,
I think
cool.
that's
That's cool. I appreciate that. I'm surprised they didn't take pictures of that. That's a selling feature. So,
Mm-hmm.
anything more? Anything else? Should I just close this out? End the episode? what am I supposed to do at this juncture?
So this
Ooh,
bit,
bug shield.
I
The
didn't
bug
think
shield has been on since new. Sorry, go ahead.
So this bit, I didn't think past this point, honestly.
Oh, this was the end game.
Yes.
I think you're gonna close this window,
Mm-hmm.
and then, oh, but wait.
Oh, but wait.
This is my escape from all of that. I shared this around, which I normally don't do before the show, but I literally couldn't stop thinking about this thing. It is a 1991 Toyota toy hauler.
I wish they would have made that into a name, like Toyota Toyaller or something.
Yeah. Well, they listed as a Toyota,
I
but
did.
$4,500, has AC, shower, and one sleeper.
We need to get to the most, like,
What
'Cause-
more do you need?
I have already seen this vehicle. Yes, it has things. It has a shower. Yes, it has a bed. It has a sleeping area with plywood.
The fire alarm in a bed.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
It's a carbon monoxide. They're not quite comfortable with their plumbing.
It has AC. It has an interior. This is the part that's special.
It's a toy hauler, so you can put your RV or not RV, side by side or whatever off-road thing, so you can get out into nature and enjoy it away from everybody. And it only sleeps one.
Did they buy another Toyota to steal the other back axle from? Because it looks
for
the
those at
same.
home, it has a second rear axle, and I think that's a dually axle. So technically, this has what, 10 wheels?
This is a 10-wheeled vehicle. For no reason. Like, you absolutely could have removed the middle axle and just powered the rear axle, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, Cone thinks the middle one is powered, which is the most likely because they just stole another Toyota axle. But it's real weird.
And the deck is, like, very obviously a car hauler trailer that they have cut down and put onto the frame.
And then stolen, I guess, it almost looks like a normal truck camper front,
Right.
but it also looks completely custom.
It somewhat does, but the front of it and the windows and everything look very much so like, yeah, it was something that was cut down and then plopped down on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
when
fit
the
a Mitsubishi Minika on that.
Yeah.
honestly, that's a pretty, as far as these things go, that's a pretty decent cargo area, toy hauler area.
Yeah, you could.
Like, even if we look at like toy hauler trailers, they're pretty small, and usually they just fit a side by side. But this is a little bit longer than that.
How?
It's also a Toyota pickup from '91, so this probably goes very slowly.
Very slow. Like, this could be 4A powered. Like, this could be, or not 4A, 20R powered.
Yeah.
This could be dangerously slow. Is the
I also
exhaust
wonder-
in between the axles?
I have, yeah.
There's the one picture from the back that you liked most, that you can see the exhaust.
Yeah, there it is.
Mm-hmm. But obviously it works. They take it out camping, and it's the perfect single-person getaway.
Nice.
Oh.
Prestige.
You know, when you're just absolutely fed up with that minivan life.
Right, right. Honestly, you could fit just as many people in this as you could in the minivan if you don't care about safety too much.
I wonder how it takes a turn.
It doesn't,
Not
Kurt.
good.
It doesn't.
No. Like, yeah.
It can't. Like the physics, it's like a
In theory, the
So-
rear axle is a open differential.
Yes,
Right.
but no. Kurt is actually right, because even when you have trailers with dual or triple axles, one of the axle, like the tires scrub in the turn. They go sideways.
Yes.
right,
So
because the turning
not
circle must be in the middle axle. So those
Yeah, the rears are gonna like drag and scoot.
yes, or they'll fight each other. Especially if the
Engineering.
middle ones are driven. Yeah.
Yeah. Engineering, I don't think applies here. I don't think engineering happened. I mean, it works on like a semi truck that have axles like this, but they generally like keep the rears very close to each other so that they don't scrub as bad.
right.
This
right.
is
Yeah.
not that.
You also don't take as sharp as turns as this thing might be able to.
Might be able to, yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite a creation. That is quite a
Mhm,
creation.
Speaking
And
of
you hear
engineering, I was just looking at the
Okay. Go ahead. It's
I was
okay.
looking at
Fourth guess is fine.
the tie downs on the thing on the back, and it seems like all the tension is to keep it from rolling off the back, but not if you hit the brakes.
Yeah, there's nothing keeping it from going forward.
Properly secure your load, people.
Yeah.
It's important. Believe me,
They've
it's
got-
important.
They've
Secure
literally
your
got
load.
they've got one strap somewhat holding the UTV, and the whole other strap is just holding the cooler to it.
They'll keep that on.
The beer is the most precious cargo.
All right. So what am I saying? Mine. I don't even remember what mine is anymore at this point. Oh, the Cavalier, the Blacklight Special, or
Existential crisis?
ZK's Existential Crisis. Those are your three categories, or three candidates. That's the word I was looking for, to vote on this episode. That was a doozy. What did I
was a
say?
doozy.
What did I say during Kurt's? That was going to be my episode title, but I don't remember what I said. Oh, that Earth has a butt. Got it.
Yes, that Earth does have a butt.
Oh, you've been writing things down over there, haven't you?
I'm so good.
You didn't write down that one, but we have to pick one of those three. Oh boy, what a choice that is. All right. Well, that will conclude our episode for today. It's quite a
And I
journey.
will continue not sleeping.
ZK will continue to not sleep and tend to the new fourth guest of Ranwin Part. Wait, do we have to start looking like? Is that like it's going to be its own category now? You got to start looking for first car now.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
car
so-
category. I thought
I have this
we're
like
just looking for more minivans.
I have this recurring nightmare that Skelly is going to want a Volkswagen.
Ooh. How are you
No.
gonna need some therapy for that?
Yeah, probably.
That's rough.
Disowned.
I know where there's a great 1999 VW Bug.
Yeah.
Fix it up. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. All right, everybody, that concludes our show for this week. Thank you, as always, for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Now I have to pick that one. That's not right.